Warning: the Savage Nation contains adult language, adult content, psychological nudity. Listener discretion is advised. And now, America's most exciting radio talk show, The Savage Nation, home of borders, language, culture. And here he is, Michael Savage.
Hello, all you good liberals. This is San Francisco Savage. I hope you're enjoying this nice day. Would you please give up your house keys and your Prius keys to all those children from Guatemala and Honduras who are now arriving on your doorstep? The children you all so wanted. All you good liberals in New York who've craved more and more of the world's poor. Would you please deposit your keys at your local Arasa station so the little girls and the little boys from Guatemala and El Salvador can have a heads up in American society? Where do you go with a show like this? What's the country? Where's the country? Where's America? I woke up one day and it was gone. I looked for America and it wasn't there. Suddenly I was living in Venezuela. Let's hope it's the early days of the Chavez regime in Venezuela and it doesn't become the latter days of Venezuela. Right now it's the early days of Venezuela. They haven't yet seized TV stations because they don't have to. See, the one difference between Obama and Chavez is that Chavez had to seize TV stations because there was opposition to his socialist regime. But since the TV stations are no longer opposing Obama, there's no reason to seize them. What does he have to seize them for if they're putting out his message? That's all. We're worried about Iraq. Meanwhile, the border's being overrun. That's all. That's all. That's why I'm just going to play music and lighten it up a bit. And I'll give you my brilliant insights in the mix because there's nothing else to do. I'd like to kill who's ever calling me on my cell phone during a show. Who's ever calling me on my cell phone at this time is not my friend, and if they are a friend, I'll never talk to them again. Who could be doing this but to insult me? Whatever. I'd like to get it. I may do this on the air. I may take the call and curse the person out. The phone's in the back of the studio. If it was here, I'd pick it up and say, yes, who is this? I'd embarrass them on the air. Oh, hi, Mike. I'm your good friend. Yeah, well, I'm on the radio. Oh, yeah, right. Forgot about that. So Crystal says we should go back into Iraq. Where is Crystal now? Is he having hummus somewhere on the Upper East Side? Is it martini time yet? They don't even drink martinis, I don't think. They're all such ninnies. They're on antidepressants. They're afraid of mixing alcohol with antidepressants. That's why they don't drink anymore. They're all in recovery, they say. What recovery? They're all on medication. I don't mean him. I don't know what he does. He looks like a typical pudgy liberal from the Upper East Side. I don't know what they're on. I don't know. It's like Dinner with Andre. Every one of them looks like Dinner with Andre to me, like boring dinners that have there's not even droll humor. It'd be like having Woody Allen to dinner and realize he's not funny. Just sitting with an old pervert at the table. Wow, I can't wait to go to dinner with Woody Allen, right? And then he shows up, he's just a droll old man looking at your granddaughter. Keep your granddaughter in another house if he came to dinner. Guess who's coming to dinner? Bill Kristol and Woody Allen. Oh, yes. I miss New York. That's why I'm saying it. I keep thinking I wake up every morning and I keep thinking I should move back to New York. But it's too late. Now it's too late. I should have bought an apartment. It's like the old joke. Used to hear that in 1985. Did you hear what happened with real estate on 3rd Avenue? Oh, it went up at $65,000 now for a whole apartment. Oh, why don't you buy one now? No, now it's too late. It was $30,000 a month ago. So now it's $5 million for a decent apartment, 3 to 5. You can get very little. Say, I'm not going to buy anything. It's too late. Well, with the inflation that's going on with eggs and fish and meat, the apartment could be like the Weimar Republic tomorrow. What do you think they call real estate for? It's really tied to inflation. What you're seeing in housing in cities like New York, San Francisco, is actually the real peg of inflation that's going on. It's not an anomaly. That's the real estate. That's the real value of money. Your money is becoming so worthless so that people want something real, so they buy real estate that has real value. That's what it's about. It's always been true. That's why in the Weimar Republic, after World War I, because of reparations that were imposed upon the German people by the League of Nations, they turned a loaf of bread that cost 1 billion marks. And people were bringing wheelbarrows full of paper money to buy bread. They couldn't believe what was going on. The money, the paper money became valueless. Why? Because the League of Nations illegally and punitively demanded reparations from Germany for World War II, and that's what led to Hitler. Had they not been draconian towards the German people, a lunatic right-wing maniac like Hitler never could have gotten a foothold in German society. But the people were fed up with the unemployment. They were fed up with the liberalism. They were fed up with communists beating people up in the streets and controlling the dialogue. They were fed up with all of the attributes of liberalism that we've come to see in this country. And God only knows what could happen in this country tomorrow as a result of the problems we are facing from the psychotics who are running the country into the ground. On that pleasant note, I'll take some calls here on the Savage Nation. I haven't exactly talked myself out. I would say I have talked myself in.